how to make decisions about your career and maybe your life in general, but as it applies to our business and going independent specifically, or remaining independent, or looking at your other options. As any of you who've been in the business for a long time, you probably have heard the advice that you should never give up your book. And the reason that's there is because you, and most of us that have been in the industry for 10 plus years know people who have been successful advisors, have built up a client base, have gotten, in quotes, promoted to management, and had to give up that book or had to give up most of those relationships in terms of working together. Never giving up your book is sort of an accepted truism now. And I think it probably will be for the foreseeable future, because if you're a financial advisor, even at a wirehouse, you have some level of independence in that you control your destiny as long as your clients will go with you when you move. So if you move to another wirehouse and get a nice recruiting package, it works fine. You made the call, which at least gives you some level of, semi-independence. Another point, sort of related, being a first mover is not always the best move in terms of taking advantage of a trend or reacting to the way you think the puck is going in the industry. But as an individual advisor, an individual business person, even if you don't own your business, if you're an employee, hopefully you're treating your practice inside that firm like it's a business. Don't think you need to be the first mover, because there's a lot of times that first mover advantage is not as great as it might seem. Timing is everything. So even if you're right, if you're early, you might have to wait for everyone to catch up to you. The same thing goes with regulatory changes. It could be that we're all completely out of the commission-based business in 5 years, or it could be that we're sort of at the same point. It's hard to tell right now. I would weigh those kinds of things very lightly in making a decision. Not that you want to wait forever to get some sort of finality on regulation, because there will always be regulations being added. Not very often are they taken away, added or changed or reinterpreted. So you can't use that as an excuse to never do anything if you're looking to change. But being the first mover is not always the smartest thing, because you got to think about what other shoes might drop. One big lesson I would say I have learned over the years, and I'd say any of us should keep in mind, is to keep your options open as you look around and whatever you're doing in your career. And again, that goes against some of my advice that you have to make a decision and pull the trigger at some point if you're going to make a move anywhere, but especially going independent. You can't think about it forever. But even when you're making changes, I think it behooves you to do so in a way where you leave your options open.